Today on Express, art exhibits on campus, clubs and campus benefits, community learning, changes to scheduling, and stories of a former student and the new Westpointe campus. Stay tuned, Express starts now. Welcome to Express. I'm Keisha Fanai. Not every art exhibit is about simply looking at art. The Tactilis exhibit on the South City campus showed that art can also be felt. We sent Johan to the exhibit where he experienced a whole new way to look at art.
Art isn't merely what you see. This is the message that is strongly conveyed at the latest art exhibit at Salt Lake Community College, with the exhibit's focus on providing an art experience for the blind and low vision community.
I've gotten a lot of great feedback from the blind and low vision communities, specifically the Utah School for the Deaf and Blind and Workforce Services that work with people who are blind. They've both brought groups to come visit the exhibition, and it's been rewarding to talk to people about the different ways that they can access the exhibit, and it's been great to sort of walk through with them and ask them questions and get direct feedback from them, because then I can have a conversation about how to continue making exhibits more accessible.
Unlike most art exhibits, guests are encouraged to touch and feel the artwork at display.
Yeah, this exhibit I think is pretty cool. I feel like it definitely is outside of the box, and I didn't expect it, so when I walked past I was like, oh wow, like something you can touch and feel. And I feel like for me, I always want to touch paintings when I see them, and so being able to come in here and like touch everything and have that different perspective is really cool.
Even without any disabilities, guests can still enjoy the shapes, textures, and colors of the art.
You know, even if people aren't blind or have low vision, they've been able to still touch all of the pieces of the exhibit and enjoy art in a way that is not typically enjoyed. So it's been really exciting to watch people sort of like run their hands up and down certain things and react with joy.
Guests have been thrilled to have the experience of touching artwork.
Being able to touch everything, I feel like was really different, just because I actually closed my eyes when I first came in to touch everything so that I would have like a full experience. Rather than just being able to look at it and touch it, I kind of wanted to immerse myself that way. And it was really cool because I feel like it did give me a complete different, I guess, vision of it. So yeah.
This exhibit has shown that art cannot just only be seen, but also felt.
That definitely looks quite interesting. Tactilis wasn't the only art exhibit at SLCC this semester. Native Voices gave students a chance to see art by Utah's native culture. Native Voices, a traveling exhibit exploring Native Americans, Alaskans, and Pacific Islanders' concepts of health and illness. With 423 interviews from spiritual leaders, Native folk, and community organizers, the exhibit looks at Western medicine and traditional medicine. SLCC's Archives and New Media librarian Jen Hughes explains the interest behind Native Voices.
We felt that it really spoke to our students, as we have a large American Indian population as well as Pacific Islander population, and we thought that it would be something good to bring to the college that talks about health and wellness in Native people's concepts related to that. We also thought it would just be really interesting and cross a lot of different disciplines in terms of classes that would be interested in using it, and that it would be a useful experience. So in our supplementary displays that we created, we talk about Pacific Islanders, we talk about the Australasian expansion, we talk about climate change, crops and diets, and things that are affecting their health and wellness in those areas.
You can find the Native Voices exhibit at the Marcosian Library's main floor at the Taylorsville Redwood campus, running from September 15th through October 22nd. There are many perks that come with being an SLCC student and having a OneCard. Some of them are 50 free prints in the computer lab per semester, 10% off at Grinders, a free cup of coffee at Even Stevens, and starting this semester, your OneCard now works as a UTA pass. Here's Justin Zager with the details.
Public transportation on UTA tracks and buses just got a whole lot easier for SLCC students. In the last year, SLCC has refined their system of benefits for students regarding the One Pass. Originally only having a discount, now all active students have free unlimited access among other new benefits, and the students are loving it. Students have mentioned how convenient the pass is and how useful it is to use for free transportation and other school-related benefits, all for no additional charge beyond their normal tuition fees.
It's cool, so I like the feature that now that they allow us to go on the tracks and get in the bus. It's included with our OneCard. You just tap on the device, and get on the bus and the tracks. You don't have to pay for it. Works out a lot when going to like the jazz games, or you want to go downtown. Don't want to worry about parking. And also like that they give you $5 for your printing, and you can just use your OneCard. You have a good deal at all times.
For students who got their cards anytime after June 15th this year, these new benefits are already active. However, if you're someone who's managed to not get your old pass from before upgraded yet, then you'll still need to visit one of the campus card centers to get that taken care of.
Joining clubs might be a great way for you to get involved in our community. SLCC has over 60 different clubs that will impress you. There are a lot of fun clubs ranging from social clubs, athletic clubs, and academic clubs. Each of them has a lot of choices. Let's have a look at them.
Having a sense of belonging is an important part of enjoying your college experience. SLCC's Student Leadership Department is here to help you be a part of one of 60 different clubs. Are you looking to get some better experience out of your time here at Salt Lake Community College? Then join a club of your choice. There are over 60 clubs that you can choose from and get a sense of belonging while you are a Bruin. There's no need to panic though. If you want to join a club, but you don't see that club you want, reach out to the Vice President over clubs, Daryl Godfrey, and he can help you start your own club. Because chances are, if you want that club to exist, so does someone else.
I am not a part of any clubs here at SLIC. I do know that there's a lot of them, but I haven't looked into what ones are available, and so I don't know what ones I would be interested in being a part of. Right. But I have thought about I thought about looking into it. Okay. If I was to start one, I mean, I'm kind of aiming to never work a real job a day in my life. So maybe we should get a club that involves professional leisure activities.
Whether you want to be in the music department, whether you want to be in the video department, or whether you just like to do fun things like ping pong, snowboarding, basketball, there's all kinds of different clubs that you can choose from. So go join a club today and make your college experience the best that it can be.
School might be challenging for students with all the homework and studying, but have you ever thought about how much work a professor puts in? All those papers and tests don't grade themselves, but now, thanks to employee giving, the professors and faculty here at SLCC are even doing more to make sure every SLCC student gets the best education possible. Here's Greg Mooney with the story.
I'm Greg Mooney with Express News. Do scholarships play a determining factor in your educational experience? Then you might be interested to know that the employee giving campaign might be behind your favorite financial aid.
Higher education should be the right all people share. However, it isn't. It is something you have to work for. As you know, scholarship support for our students falls short each year, preventing many students from enrolling or completing their education.
The motivation behind the employee giving campaign is to give employees of the college, faculty and staff, the opportunity to do one more thing for our students and help them financially with scholarships. So the employee giving campaign gives employees the opportunity to decide exactly what area they support. So they can support any number of scholarships that the college offers to students. So it could be a general scholarship, it could be a Bruin Athletic Scholarship, and it could be one of our new scholarships, the Bruin Dreams Scholarship for undocumented students here at Salt Lake Community College.
To many people, this is just something you have to do to take over Dad's business. To others, it is the beginning of a well-educated life of beneficial service to the community. The rest of us fill a space where you have to find your role in life, and higher education is a choice that you need to work hard for to be able to participate in. The Employee Giving Campaign is a resource that adds monetary benefit to scholarships of many different flavors.
The way people can give is we can have payroll deductions from your bi-monthly paychecks, and you can donate a one-time gift of $5, say $5, or you can have a monthly donation taken out of a certain amount every pay period.
The Employee Giving Campaign goes a long way toward helping students afford college and overcome the single greatest obstacle they perceive in pursuing education at SLCC: the cost.
SLIC has just an enormous amount of scholarships, number of scholarships that are really diverse and address all of our students, or as many of our students' needs as we can try to possibly do.
The staff at Salt Lake Community College cares about its students and furthering their education. I'm Greg Mooney with Express News. Back to you in the studio.
Writing is an important skill for any student to have. How about an opportunity to help improve your writing? Nathan Eric Johnson is at the Community Writing Center to help clarify what the center offers students.
Salt Lake Community College values community involvement and provides educational resources, outreach, and learning opportunities to the public. The SLCC Community Writing Center, located at Library Square in Salt Lake City, remains an example of such community engagement. The CWC's mission is to support, motivate, and educate people of all backgrounds and abilities who use writing for civic engagement, practical needs, and personal expression. While the SLCC Student Writing Center, SWC, caters to students of the college, the Community Writing Center, CWC, is an extension site of SLCC that has been serving writers and members of the public with writing assistance since 2001. I had a chance to meet with Katie Lewis, who's the Associate Director of the Community Writing Center. Katie is also Assistant Professor of English at Salt Lake Community College. I asked her to discuss some of the programs and workshops that sustain and bring value to Salt Lake City and the surrounding community.
Okay, so fantastic. So I just want to come back a little bit to the Community Writing Center's mission. We believe that everyone in the community can write, and we want to foster their writing development should they want to. And part of that fostering of writerly development is hosting a variety of different kinds of writing workshops in order for writers, let's say, who are interested in developing their sci-fi writing skills. We can provide them with a workshop that would help them do that. So some of the workshops that we've hosted and that we'll likely continue to host based on the community's interest and needs are horror writing workshops, poetry workshops, grant writing workshops, as well as sci-fi and fantasy and other kinds of creative writing workshops that focus on genre and form. We've also done letters to the editor, writing for change, more technical writing for change, so letters that would be like the letters to the editor, how to write a proposal, and various other forms of writing that the community tells us that we need and that we want, and also that our writing staff are experts in facilitating.
The CWC has partnered with over 400 community organizations over the past 17 years. Reporting for Express News, I'm Nathan Eric Johnson.
SLCC made changes this fall to their scheduling to make student life easier. Want to learn more about how the block scheduling has helped students manage their time? Sam Erickson has this story for you.
Students attending Salt Lake Community College have always had to juggle the school life and work life combination, having to figure out where they will be able to find time to go to class, to go to work, and when to study. As of fall 2018, SLIC made a big change in the class scheduling to make it so that students would be able to balance this hurdle in their life better. They made it so that the class schedules will be on a block schedule. What this will do is it will allow you to manage your time better. What the block schedule accomplished is it allowed students to take classes on different types of schedules. For example, on Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday, or just Monday, or just Wednesday. This allows students to manage their time better.
One day at a time. Like I only have this semester I have one class on the days that I work, which isn't bad. And it's a pretty easy class. There are some days where I don't have work at all, just school. And when that happens, I just try and focus on school that day and nothing else.
With this awesome benefit starting in fall 2018 with class scheduling, you will want to jump on this as fast as you can. The best place to start is with the academic advisors here at Salt Lake Community College. They will point you in the right direction and help you to manage your time. They are available every day so that you can walk in and set up an appointment. Or you can visit slcc.edu and search advisors and set up an appointment that way.
Wife and 2 kids, and balancing work, school, and family is a juggle.
I work a lot lately, so if I add more school on top of that, that's just probably going to make me have a mental breakdown in the middle of everything.
Students need to be able to work so that they can afford tuition, gas, and life in general. So this is an important aspect of their life that they need to be able to manage.
This year, SLCC opened its newest campus in West Valley City. The Westpointe Training and Education Center supports the growth of the Salt Lake Valley and emphasizes training individuals in technical careers like welding, truck driving, solar work, and more. This one-stop location will prove to be an asset for businesses, industries, and the surrounding community. Let's take a look into what this new campus has to offer.
Salt Lake Community College's new Career and Technical Education Center at the Westpointe facility certifies students fast for in-demand jobs. The 121,000 square foot building provides space for collaboration with industry partners in multiple disciplines to provide students interested in technical careers with a one-of-a-kind, one-stop educational resource. No experience is necessary to apply for these programs. Students are trained comprehensively, requiring no previous trade knowledge. Some programs only require 6 months of education and training before certification, with most programs providing academic teaching combined with hands-on learning. Among the programs offered are aviation maintenance, composites technology, diesel systems technology, engineering design and drafting technology, manual machinist, plastics injection molding technology, professional truck driving, CDL, and welding technology, fabrication, and inspection. We spoke to Ralph Tasker, who's the Associate Dean, Division of Apprenticeship and Construction-Related Technology, and asked him for more information about the Westpointe Center and the integration the center has with industry professionals.
So we work closely with the industry. We have what we call program advisory committees, and we meet with them 3 times a year and get their opinions on what they need out of our students, and then we tailor our curriculum to meet those needs, so that when we have a student complete, he is very hireable for those industries. We do that with all the different career and technical education programs that we have, but especially out there, that Westpointe Center is geared specifically to those needs.
And what is the composition of those committees?
They are industry leaders. A lot of them are business owners or lead personnel, superintendents, vice presidents, sometimes just the sole owner. But we try and cover all the different areas. Like, for instance, in welding, we have a wide representation of different welding industries, everything from ornamental iron all the way up to your steel erection of buildings, the high rises, and that we have representatives from everything in between that as well.
Does that extend to almost all of the technologies that are out there?
Yes.
Composites and the solar?
Every one of them have a program advisory committee that they meet with, and we ask them to review our curriculum, make sure that we're teaching what they want. Because if we're not, we're wasting our time, we're wasting our students' time and money. So we have to be teaching what the industry is asking for.
So that matches the academic and the hands-on implementation of what they're looking for.
Correct.
In the real world.
Yes, correct. There's so many opportunities out there that there's probably something for everyone in the current technical education field. The programs I have specific stewardship over would be the welding and manual machining programs that are out there, but both of those are high demand, very high paying jobs in those when they complete our programs. Everything needs to be machined for some of those high tech like airplanes. Your jet airplanes have so many machined parts in them that they need to be able to know how to set up machines and run those parts.
Essentially a research park, which is close to where the application would be applied.
Correct.
For whatever
Correct.
is necessary.
We chose that site because there's so much of those industries that are located out in that area. That's why we tried to choose a site for the building out there. That
a lot of aerospace, a lot of
yes,
logistical and all that stuff.
You know, there's a career for everybody out there, and it's not the old adage that you have to have a 4-year college degree is really falling short now. I think that if you like to work with your hands and your mind, both, there's something for everyone in the trades field, whether it be welding in the aviation maintenance, whether it be construction. There's just so many choices out there.
Many educational opportunities towards certification are available from SLCC, which remains at the forefront in fulfilling its mission as the primary post-secondary provider of higher workforce education in the Salt Lake Valley.
Looks like Westpointe is going to be a vibrant asset to the SLCC community and the growing Salt Lake Valley at large. Now we are going to take a look at how you can take everything that you've learned from SLCC and apply it to your journey of who you want to be. Brianne Kohler, a construction management SLCC graduate, shares her story and reflects on her community impact.
Salt Lake City is an untapped resource for industry. Artisanal crafts and food are markets that have been begging to be exploited by the vision of youthful eyes. If you want to see your dreams come to fruition, there's only one thing you can control: your effort. So expand your knowledge and don't wait. Go hard and make your dreams happen. Meet Brianne Kohler, a former Salt Lake City Community College student with a love for building. She received her AS in construction management and had a dream of building tiny homes. And her dreams are falling in line as a result of her hard work and dedication to the vision.
It started with just an interest, and I decided one year for a Christmas gift I wanted to build something, and I built a piano bench. And I used some of my dad's tools in his garage and really, really liked the feeling of it. It was so fun to take a pile of wood and turn it into something that made sense. So that was really fun. And little by little I realized I had a passion for this. I got access to another wood shop. I had a friend who worked in one, and he would let me come build things with him in this big industrial shop, and it just felt like home. I loved the smell of the sawdust. I loved the feel of using the tools and learning more about those. So little by little I shifted toward it. I had been going to Slick, I'd kind of taken a break. It took me a long time to get my associates, which I actually really appreciate because I got to dabble in a lot of things, and I think I switched my major 4 times, but it's because I was learning what I really wanted to do. I don't think anyone quite really knows when they're 18 what they want to be when they grow up, so it gave me a lot of opportunity to explore things. And I'd been taking a little bit of a break, but I decided I wanted to go back and explore the construction management degree because that had a lot of different options for building, and I saw a lot of directions where I could apply that. My biggest inspiration is that I wanted to build a tiny home, and I still want to do that. I'm actually about to build one for a client, which is really exciting. That was my 5-year plan. Within 5 years, I want to at least get my hands on this, and I'm 2 years in, and it's happening, so I'm really excited about that.
Graduation is an exciting yet daunting time for students. For many, entering the workforce is a stressful process. Committing to a vision isn't always easy. For others, the vision becomes clear and the rubber hits the road in a smooth, organic fashion.
What would you say has been the biggest advantage of going back and getting your associate's degree in construction management rather than not getting your degree in construction management, I guess?
Yeah, it just opened up that whole new world of resources. I think that's the biggest part that it impacted, is being able to go into that slick shop and utilize those tools and the instructors and have that encouragement to build was really awesome. I remember calling and being like, I don't know if I can even sign up for any of these classes. I have literally no experience. And they're like, that's the point, come on in. And that was really, really comforting, I guess. It felt really good to go somewhere where I knew that I didn't need to have a high skill level to start, and it kind of helped me gain that confidence in some of those skills to step into this world and take it where I want to run with it. So yeah, it helped a ton with that transition.
You said that building tiny homes was part of your 5-year plan. What else is in your 5-year plan, and what would you like to see as a part of the Salt Lake community and being a maker, and also someone that is kind of paving a way for other young women and just people who want to get involved in the woodworking community?
One of my big goals, like training's so big, and this is what I would love, is a maker space. I've kind of researched it. A few other cities are doing it, and it was kind of this epiphany that I thought was really unique. And then, of course, you look around and other people are already doing it, but it's something that I think could apply here in Salt Lake really well, where I would love, I thought about it for a long time, because I had an interest in building way before I started it, and I got some little hand tools for like my 18th birthday and didn't use them for years. I just felt like I wanted them. I followed this woman, Anna White, in her little blog for years and years before I ever built one of her plans. And I sat and thought about it. I was like, why haven't I started doing this yet? I obviously am interested, but it immediately hit me. I don't have the resources or the space to do this. You need a lot of tools to get going, and you need a lot of space to get going. And it's hard to do that when you're in urban living, when you're downtown in the little apartment. It's not as easy to access that unless you go somewhere like Slick and take classes that way. But I would love to create a maker space where the tools are available, the space is available. It's almost like a membership-based thing. People can come and learn together and utilize those resources. And I would love to put a focus on woodworking classes for women. I think it's a huge area for growth where people can learn a lot, and whether it's to become entrepreneurs or to work for a company or just to do things around your house and feel confident, I think it's a huge confidence booster. It really builds community, so that's something that I'd love to see down the road. So that's kind of my big overall community goal.
What is some advice that you would give someone that wants to break through the barrier and start chasing their own dreams as well?
Yeah. Go for it. It can be really intimidating to go after what you want to, and kind of like we were talking about earlier, you're gonna fail a lot. I still question everything I build. I still feel embarrassed about most of the things I make, and I'm still constantly learning. But if you have a passion for it, it's something worth chasing down. You have to get through those learning curves, and you have to keep pushing yourself, and you have to keep exploring your passion, because why else are we here? What else are we doing, honestly? It's really important to chase the things that you care about.
For those of you who are graduating this semester, congratulations, and we hope that you continue to chase your dreams, just like Brianne is. For those of you continuing at SLCC or other universities, keep on trucking along and stay motivated. That's it for this episode of Express. To watch this episode and past episodes of Express, go to youtube.com/SLCCSMC or find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SLCCSMC. I'm Keisha Fanai. Thanks for watching Express.
That's on you.
That was my bad. Sorry, guys. I completely forgot.